Aita for not telling my sister the name we've chosen for our unborn son, because she used her BFF's baby name for her daughter. So here's the situation. My sister and I are both currently pregnant. She's due a few weeks before me, and this is her second child, while it's my first. We recently found out we're expecting a boy, and honestly, choosing the name has been one of the most exciting parts of this pregnancy for my husband and me. We spent months narrowing down a list, thinking about names that honored our families but still felt unique and special to us. We finally landed on one that we both love, and we've been quietly referring to our baby by that name at home. It already feels like him. But here's the thing. We've told no one the name, not even our parents. The only people who know are me and my husband, and that's entirely by design. And unfortunately, it has a lot to do with my sister's history with baby names. Let me rewind a bit. 3 years ago, when my sister was pregnant with her first, my niece, she was due around the same time as her best friend. For months, she told everyone she had no idea what to name her daughter. She complained constantly about how nothing sounded right, how her partner was useless when it came to names, and how she was just waiting for inspiration to strike. Well, inspiration struck all right. The day after her BFF told her the name she and her husband had chosen, a beautiful, somewhat unique first and middle name combination that they had kept private for months, and finally shared in what they thought was a moment of vulnerability and trust. Then my sister gave birth first, and guess what she named her daughter? Yup, the exact name her BFF had picked, first and middle, letter for letter. Cue massive fallout. Her BFF was devastated, accused my sister of stealing the name, and they haven't spoken since. My sister defended herself by saying it was first come, first serve, and that if the name was so important to her friend, she should have kept it secret or picked something more unique. It became a whole family drama. At the time, I remember thinking it was a terrible thing to do, but I stayed out of it because it didn't directly involve me. I chalked it up to poor judgment, maybe hormones, maybe desperation. But now that I'm the one expecting, I've started looking at that story in a whole new light. So when my sister found out we're expecting, she was obviously excited. She loves being a mom and loves the idea of our kids being close in age. But almost immediately, she started asking about baby names. At first it was casual. Have you thought of any names yet? Or do you have a theme? Then it became more pointed. Do you have a boy name picked out yet? And when I confirmed we did, she started pushing harder. Come on, just tell me. And it's part of the fun of being pregnant together. Eventually, I just said no. I told her we weren't sharing names until after the baby is born. She pouted, whined a bit about how name sharing is one of the joys of pregnancy, but I held firm. Then she got clever and asked me for the girl name instead, since she knows I'm having a boy and probably wouldn't need it. That was a huge red flag for me. I faked a smile and made up a couple of names on the spot that were ridiculous enough to be obviously fake. She called me out on it right away. Finally, she asked me in front of our family at a recent gathering. I dodged the question again, and that's when our brother piped up, totally unprompted, and said, "Nobody should tell the baby name thief their baby name." It was meant as a joke, but the whole room went dead quiet. My sister's face changed instantly. She looked hurt but also angry. She asked if that's really why I wasn't telling her, that I didn't trust her because of what happened with her BFF. I didn't say anything at first, but it was clear everyone knew the answer. My mom stepped in and tried to smooth things over by saying something like, "It's not that big of a deal. If your sister uses the name, everyone will know you had it first." But that completely missed the point for me. I don't want to go through the emotional roller coaster of hearing my sister announce my son's name for her son just because she gives birth a few weeks earlier. I don't want to wonder if she stole it or suddenly felt inspired again. I just want to avoid that stress entirely. After the gathering, my sister texted me a long message saying I was being petty and unforgiving, and that she never did anything to me, so I shouldn't be holding her past against her. My mom also thinks I should just tell her because we're family and she wouldn't do that again. But honestly, I don't feel like I'm being paranoid. I feel like I'm being careful based on a precedent that she herself set. So Aita,